Well, I'm proud that I'm fighting for Arizonans on things like cutting your taxes. We passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and on average, Arizona middle-class families had their taxes cut by $2,000. We had such a strong economy before this first-in-a-century pandemic hit, and so we fought to cut your taxes. We fought to rebuild our military after the Obama-Biden administration decimated our military. 25% cuts when deployments were going up. We had a hollow force, voted to secure our border. Border security is national security, and that means something here in Arizona. We see the cartel activity. And as your senator, I've got the most bills passed than any other senator, tied for first, for most bills signed into law out of any of the 100 senators, and was the sixth most bipartisan senator. That's my record. Fighting for Arizona, putting legislation on the president's desk. I put legislation on President Obama's desk when I was in the House. I put legislation on President Trump's desk. I go to Washington, D.C. with an AZ on my jersey to fight for Arizona. But this is what's at stake here. My opponent says he would support Bernie Sanders at the top of the ticket when he was surging. And we now have a situation where this is going to decide the Senate majority. And if Biden, Schumer, and Pelosi are in charge, they're going to abolish the filibuster. They're going to ram through the most radical agenda that we've seen. So Counterfeit Kelly says he's an independent and a moderate and lots of platitudes here, but the stakes could not be higher. If you want your tax cuts, I'm your girl. You want the largest tax increase in history? You got somebody else over here.
Senator, the question was, are you proud of your support for President Trump?
I'm proud to be fighting for Arizona every single day.
Is that a yes or a no for President Trump?
Putting legislation on President Trump's desk.
So you're proud of your support for President Trump?
You look at the legislation we put on his desk, it's to cut Arizona taxes.
It sounds like she is proud of her support for President Trump.
I'm proud to be fighting for Arizona. The question is, why was he wanting to support Bernie Sanders?
And Senator McSally, real quickly on your end, would you have wanted to serve under someone like a Donald Trump when you were in the military?
Well, again, I'm proud to be working with the president to rebuild our military. Under Obama and Biden, they cut our military to the bone. We had a readiness crisis like we haven't seen in so many years since really Jimmy Carter. And now we're giving them everything they need to fight tonight. But if you look at what Biden, Schumer, and Pelosi will do if they're in charge, they're going to cut our military to pay for their schemes. But talking about taxes, I do want to go back to this. I released my taxes today so that I'm transparent, so that people can see what kind of money I've made, how I made it, and what I paid in taxes and deductions and gave to charity. I'm calling on my opponent to also release his taxes so Arizonans can see where he's made his money over the last 5 years and where that all came from. I mean, this is just basic transparency. And I'll tell you, the tax cuts that I'm very proud of, because you know, a family of four in Arizona, they make $60,000 before they pay their first dollar in taxes. This was meaningful to Arizonans.
And Senator, the question remains: would you have liked to have served under someone like a Donald Trump when you were in the military?
Someone who is giving our military everything they need to fight tonight. We've had 75% of our Army units who couldn't deploy under Obama and Biden.
So the answer is yes.
Giving us what we need so that we are not looking into museums for parts for airplanes, so that we can ensure that we can fight against our enemies. We gave them the largest pay raise in 10 years. We're investing in capabilities to take on China. This is so important that we continue to support our military, and I've been working with President Trump to rebuild them.